Now Dracas in the all white is set. Field nearly ready. Ali Jugar is set, and now just to move in is Hassan Dardis on the outside. Now the track is heavy today, 6.24 the penetrometer, rail out 9. All set, off they go. Hassan Dardis began fairly on the outside in company with Dracas. Reba Dyson flash away quickly. Seabiscuit is prominent when they reach the first of 10 jumps now. And Montana Magic is also handy to the lead over near the inside in company with Mr. Milligan. Pop's Glow dropped out with Red Samir as they go over the second hurdle in the race now. And Seabiscuit in the centre is a narrow leader with Flash the outside. Mr. Milligan pulling hard against the rider and over on the rails there as they corner. Flash has cut them off to lead into the straight. From Mr. Milligan is racing very erratically, pushed Montana Magic wide, turning out of the straight. The Red Man is next on the rails in fourth. When they come towards the third hurdle in the race, behind these is Welcome Shower. He's being followed by Seabiscuit, who's drifted back a little now. Dracas in the all white moving up over on the outside there of Ali Jugar and Red Samir. Then Reba Dice as they go over this hurdle. Back behind those then, about 2 lengths away, Hassan Dardis on the inside of Extra Jovial, who's moving up outside Hassan Dardis now. Then Pop's Glow and Calore's Boy is last of all. Mr. Milligan, he's let him stride now after pulling early, and he's gone over that one with a lead of about 3 lengths when they turn out of the straight. Mr. Milligan over for Flash, Montana Magic moving up on the outside. Welcome Shower just behind them, fourth on the inside of Dracas. On the rails and next to placing came the Red Man, and then a length and a half Seabiscuit, Reba Dice. Ali Jugar on the fence, 1.5 further back, Extra Jovial, followed by Red Samir, and they're followed over on the outside Hassan Dardis, Pop's Glow, and a length and a half Calore's Boy last of all. Half the jumping over. They head into the back now near the 1400 metres, 5 to jump, and Mr. Milligan set up about 3.5 lengths on Montana Magic second. Flash is third the inside, and Welcome Shower is fourth on the outside from Dracas, and then the Red Man over on the rails. Then the Greys racing together when they go to this hurdle. Reba Dice outside Seabiscuit, 1.5 then to Extra Jovial, 2 lengths to Hassan Dardis, who switched out 3 wide around Red Samir and Ali Jugar, and then Calore's Boy and Pop's Glow was last of all. At the next hurdle in the race now, Mr. Milligan being tackled on the outside and headed now by Montana Magic. 1,000 metres to go, and Montana Magic drew a half length to Mr. Milligan, 4 lengths to Dracas, moving up to third when they go to the third last hurdle. Welcome Shower on the rails, followed by Reba Dice, a length and a half away then to Extra Jovial, who's been steadily making ground down the back straight, followed by the Red Man, 1 to Seabiscuit. They're followed then by Calore's Boy, who's very hard ridden, and then Ali Jugar, a good way back still Hassan Dardis. He hasn't come into the race at all so far. Behind them Red Samir, and then there's a long break to Pop's Glow. At the 600 metres, Mr. Milligan's kick back on the inside and will swing the corner a half in front of Montana Magic, and 4 lengths back as Dracas. Extra Jovial is still grinding home very well under pressure. Welcome Shower inside it, and Reba Dice hooking to the outside, and then Seabiscuit and the Red Man. Mr. Milligan flattened for the run in now. 400 to go and 2 to jump leads Montana Magic. Here's the second last one now coming up. Over at Mr. Milligan from Montana Magic, Extra Jovial. Ali Jugar threw the rider off at the last. Look at the run. Seabiscuit got on the inside to tackle the tiring Mr. Milligan, and Seabiscuit hit the front over the last from Mr. Milligan, Extra Jovial, Montana Magic and Reba Dice. Seabiscuit in front of Mr. Milligan and Extra Jovial. 50 to go, and Seabiscuit starts to draw away for Brett Scott, and that's why he's one of the best in the business. Seabiscuit beat Mr. Milligan and Extra Jovial. Reba Dice, then Montana Magic, Red Samir, the Red Man, Welcome Shower, Hassan Dardis, followed by Dracas and then Calore's Boy. Pop's Glow is second last to go over the line. Ali Jugar threw the rider off at the second last, and Flash was last to finish the race. Seabiscuit the winner. Rest coming up into the line, and they're nearly set to go. Just our imposing to move in. It'll be the last to come along. Lee Friedman currently on 92.5 wins for the season, trailing the all-time record set by David Hayes of 93.5 back in 91-92. Got a pretty good hand today, kicking off here with Starway Express. Our imposing came in. Field is ready. 2,256 metres is the distance. They're all set. Zabuan down in 2. Off they go. And it began well, but Magneto didn't begin all that quickly, the grade. He's going to settle towards the end. Royal Time is pushing up on the fence. McRest is going forward up into second placing. Ferdinand on the improve, and then Zabuan settling down fourth on the inside from Starway Express. Magneto moving up on the outside to be middle of the field now from Countess Capri, our imposing. And Tembo Tembe, the hurdler, dropped out to be last of all. Heading to the 1800 on the turn out of the straight, and Royal Time just the leader from McRest the outside. Ferdinand with a good trail as third over on the outside of Zabuan. They're being followed a little further back in the field by Starway Express, who's tucked away fifth on the inside of Magneto, and then came Countess Capri, our imposing, and Tembo Timbea. Inside the 1600, and Royal Time the leader, just on a length in front of McRest, and a length away on the inside is Zabuan. 3/4 back Ferdinand fourth, and 2 lengths Starway Express on the inside of Magneto. Then a length to Countess Capri, 2 lengths Tembo Timbe on the inside of our imposing. They're past the 1400. Royal Time takes the field into the back, and led by half a length running second is McRest, with Countess Capri sliding around the outside now to get to third and 3 wide. 2 lengths back, fourth the inside is Zabuan. On its outside is Ferdinand, a length and a half then to Magneto, the outside of Starway Express. Second last is our imposing, and Tembo Timbe whipped the field in. They're running along to the 1,000 metres now. Royal Time by a length. Countess Capri had gone to second, and McRest is third, half a length away on the inside. A length and a half then Ferdinand on the outside of Zabuan and Magneto. 1 Starway Express, our imposing, Tembo Tembe whipped the field of 9 in as they run to the turn at the 800 metres. Royal Time a half length on Countess Capri. Ferdinand going up quickly. McRest is losing ground quickly, and Zabuan seems to get shuffled back. In fact, he's dropped right out to second last, Zabuan being hard ridden. And Royal Time led Countess Capri, and Ferdinand going up. Magneto's next coming around the outside as they swept towards the corner from McRest, who's picked up again on the inside from our imposing Starway Express. A break of 4 lengths then 2 with the favourite Zabuan when they corner, and Tembo Tembe in the straight. Ferdinand races up out wide. Magneto closer to the inside to go to the lead together. Ferdinand and Magneto from Countess Capri, and our imposing running on fairly, nearing the 200 metres. Magneto and Ferdinand on the outside. Countess Capri rallying on the rail. Magneto the centre, and Ferdinand on the outside are fighting it out. Magneto going home the better. Magneto takes the lead, draws 3/4 in front, and Magneto wins it. Gives Sean Mears his first city winner in beating Ferdinand second. Not much between Countess Capri and our imposing for third place. They were followed further back in the field by Starway Express with McRest and Tembo Tembe. Royal Time and Zabuan's put in a shocker to finish last of all. Magneto, Sean Mears. Now they're still working on the last 5 or so. Unique Angel going into the line now. Here's Tiara Mia about to come in and join them. Jenna is next to move in. Another one making her debut today. Millicent Avenue and Rita's Rainbow look to be the last 2. Rita's Rainbow going into the lineup. And now Millicent Avenue to complete the set. And the field of 15 is locked away and ready. All set. Ready to break here, 1,200 metres. Off they go in the third now, and Aaron Ajaya first to bounce out from Unique Angel, and Millicent Avenue was away quickly. Let's see, the favourite didn't begin quickly but is starting to zoom through. That's Rainbow Bubbles in the all-orange colours, getting up to be about midfield. 900 left to go now, and booting through Words to Music to head to the lead at the first turn from Aaron Ajaya, and on the outside there is going forward Unique Angel, about a length and a half Millicent Avenue, and over on the inside Safari Sunset, 2 to Windfall, and they're followed then by Tiara Mia. Next in the field, Rainbow Bubbles outside Rita's Rainbow. Our Jemima tracking out wide, and 1 Maria's Jewel. They're followed a good way back by Jenna when they came to the turn, and then came Scenic Island, and there's a long break to Supray with Sofitel last coming around the home turn now. And Millicent Avenue is working up wide on the course. Words to Music stays well away from the rail and leads into the straight from Safari Sunset. Millicent Avenue having a bump with Aaron Ajaya. They're followed then by Tiara Mia coming home well, and Rainbow Bubbles is out very wide, leaving a late run, but with about 200 metres to go now, and Tiara Mia's sprinted to the lead with Rainbow Bubbles chasing hard down the outside, and then Safari Sunset. Tiara Mia the leader. Rainbow Bubbles with giant bounds moves up on the outside. Rainbow Bubbles takes the lead, and Rainbow Bubbles beat Tiara Mia by a long head. 2 lengths away Back behind those horses in third placing then was Rita's Rainbow, followed by Millicent Avenue, Aaron Ajaya, who got squeezed up down the straight. In behind them, Safari Sunsets of Prayer made some ground along the rail. Jenna, and then Words to Music, Our Jemima. A fair way back in the field was Aaron Ajaya, and then Scenic Island at a good way back, coming in at long intervals at the end of them, Maria's Jewel in company with Unique Angel and Windfall. Rainbow Bubbles, the word was certainly out, and it's been able to overcome. Now, Premier Spy about to come forward. Farrier is about to start work here on Double Voodoo. And she's been replated on the near fore and is about to come back up into the line, and we'll have them ready to go. The Idaloo handicap, 1200 metres. All in the gates now and ready for dispatch field of 12. Gold Caram on the inside, off they go, and missing the start very badly, Marble Creek by about 5 or 6 lengths, and Double Voodoo began very fast and led Citrus and Hot Touch immediately into third placing. Red Mariner going forward, and then Gold Caram half a length away in the field. Then came Grand Andre with Marble Creek hunting up on the inside of News Force. Premier Spy out a bit wider, 2 lengths then to Judge Dredd and Remittance Man, and a length and a half to Barney Lou. That's Double Voodoo going to the lead. Citrus tightened up a little in second placing, and Hot Touch moved up outside it now. Red Mariner tracking wide, 2 lengths to Grand Andre, News Force. Gold Caram middle of the field on the rail, followed by Premier Spy wide all the way around the outside of Marble Creek, and then 2 lengths to Judge Dredd, followed by Barney Lou and Remittance Man. Coming around the home turn now, Double Voodoo on the inside, Hot Touch in the middle, and Red Mariner coming out wide. They lead into the straight over Gold Caram, Citrus to rail, and they're followed then by Grand Andre and Marble Creek, and News Force is behind them under the whip with about 300 metres to go now, and it's Hot Touch in the middle, Red Mariner to the outside, and Double Voodoo still fighting it out clear. Down the outside is Grand Andre, 200 metres left to go, and Premier Spy's coming with a late run. Red Mariner getting to Hot Touch. Red Mariner put the head in front of Hot Touch, and Premier Spy on the outside, but it's Red Mariner clear with about 50 metres to go, and Red Mariner beat Hot Touch second. Give it a Premier Spy third over on the outside. Close up there too is Double Voodoo and Grand Andre, clear of Judge Dredd. Back behind them Gold Caram, Marble Creek and News Force, then Citrus, and they're followed further back by Remittance Man, and Barney Lou was last of all. With Gold Action, Springtime Boys stood in well. Balorgsky coming up on the outside at the 1400, and they're all locked away and ready to break. All set. Gold Action took a dive down on the inside. Off they go, began just fairly Gold Action, and then snagged out to the rear, and Olokai first to ping out of the gates and led from a Little Beauty, Springtime Boy and Lucky Tycoon. Just behind them Alhambra settling fifth on the inside rail with Portland Patch. A length and a half to Lord Ashley, followed then by Gold Action getting up inside Thatchway. Next to last is Balorgsky, and Rambar dropped out to last. Olokai the leader, heading to the 1,000 metre mark, 3/4 to Springtime Boy, 1 to Portland Patch, 1 to Alhambra. A Little Beauty inclined to pull a bit the outside, and Lucky Tycoon out 3 wide, 1.5 to Gold Action, followed by Lord Ashley. Over on the outside is Rambar next, and then came Balorgsky, who's up to second last, and Thatchway is last of all coming down the side, 700 to go. Olokai about a half in front of Springtime Boy, a length and a half Portland Patch, and a Little Beauty moving up the outside. Lucky Tycoon is in 5th placing and out wide in the place to be coming towards the turn. Next Gold Action, Alhambra losing ground on the rail, and then Lord Ashley and Rambar, Balorgsky and Thatchway last balancing. Olokai heading to the outside in the better going and leads from Springtime Boy. Portland Patch down on the inside. Lucky Tycoon and a Little Beauty are called on for their runs clear of Gold Action. Olokai the leader, but here comes the favourite now, Lucky Tycoon. He's sprinting very quickly and he's gone to the lead. Gold Action with a bit of a run and a Little Beauty battling along well, but Lucky Tycoon and Brett Preble are spearing right away from Olokai.